The MOZA R9 bundle from MOZA is an incredible bit of kit. In fact, I'm using it on my rig right now. We're going to take a little bit of a closer look, so enjoy the video. As you have likely seen, MOZA burst onto the scene late last year with their R16 and R21 wheelbases, serving as competition for a variety of high-end hardware. However, the R9 wheelbase launched in March with 9 Nm of strength as an alternative to the Fanatec CSR DD, and boy, has it done a good job of it. So, let's take a look at the MOZA R9 wheelbase, the SR-P racing pedals, and CS Wheel. The wheelbase. Now the unit is relatively compact, coming in at slightly smaller than the CSR DD, meaning the R9 can fit on many rigs. It's as simple as screwing the wheelbase to whatever wheel deck you have using the attached screws, and you're good to go. After long periods of use in what was an incredibly hot office here, I didn't find the wheelbase to be too hot, nor did I have any problems with disconnecting. It was very much just plug and play. I've put a good few hours of use onto the R9 now, and it really does feel incredible. Now, one thing to note is I'm upgrading from a Logitech G923, so many or any direct drive wheel could feel like an upgrade. However, the control over the strength of the force feedback as well as the smoothness with which the motor delivers it is awesome. The software, MOZA Pithouse, is intuitive with various modes for drift, Formula Racing, GT mode, etc., and each of these can be easily modified as a preset in the software as well. On the right hand side of the MOZA Pithouse are a number of common driving titles, which can all be configured with a click of a button. However, once in the game, it is of course necessary to bind the buttons on whichever wheel you have. The SRP pedals. One of the biggest upgrades which anyone can make to a sim racing setup is the pedals. It's something that I and perhaps you have heard many times over the years. Now that I have a good set of pedals, I see what everyone was talking about. Once again, the software was incredibly useful when setting them up. Not being used to sim racing pedals of this caliber, I was immediately struck by the feel of the load cell brake pedal. The half spring, half damping block combination means that, in combination with the software, the brake pedal can be used for a variety of different strengths. The brake sensor even has a maximum input of 75 kilograms, meaning anyone can find their ideal pressure. The pedals themselves offer a high precision encoder, meaning that the information transmitted to the game is incredibly accurate. This has shaved tenths from my lap times that I didn't even know existed. Finally, the wheel. Now, for my liking, it is a bit large, but I'm sure for many looking for general sim racing use, it would be ideal. The leather feels premium, the stitching is of good quality, and the brushed aluminium finish would look good in any setup. Likewise, the many buttons on the front are satisfying to push, which sounds funny, but you know what I mean, and even for my relatively small hands, easy enough to reach. The same can be said for the dials, which offer a nice tactile click for each turn and can also be pressed in to provide another button on the wheel face. The quick release is also impressive. It does have to be aligned rather perfectly to completely attach. I genuinely thought mine was broken at first, but once it was in place, a satisfying thunk sounded, announcing that the wheel was good to go. I have since removed and reattached the wheel multiple times and haven't had an issue. So, in conclusion, everything from the software to the finish on the pedals feels premium to me. The price point as well is incredibly attractive and offers a great alternative to the Fanatec CSR DD for those chasing a sim racing upgrade or entry-level direct drive experience. Delivery was quick and all the items were well packaged, giving peace of mind that the wheelbase and pedals will work as they should and the wheel itself will be in one piece. Having only used a Logitech G923 before, it feels incredibly hard not to recommend this, especially as it is now stocked by GT Omega for those in the UK and Europe. So, what do you make of our review? Do you agree with us? Let us know your thoughts about MOZA R9 down in the comments below, and we'll catch you in another video here on the Racing Games channel soon.